Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 9 of my Kugath campaign. Well, last time we continued our rampage against Kislev to try and knock them out of the running. They're still running, but I'm Grim. What are you doing over here?
No way.
Well, I think we should be alright. We should be fine. What I'd like to do is maybe save some money and then get Andrew Wakefield's up and raring to go. That would be quite nice. Obviously, it's a big bag of pus, as is tradition. How much growth do we have here? 390. That's not bad. Well, that is not bad. Climbing the pussy pole all the way to the top. That's the plan, anyway. Get them great unclean ones. Okay, a brutal business. More weapon strength for all armies across the world. Which means our boys now have 85 weapon strength, which is absolutely fine.
Dissolve their flesh.
Definitely dissolve their flesh. Okay, this is probably going to sting. Yep.
Nurgle's love shields us.
I do think low casualty should be no more than like 10% of your entire. Realistically. But fortunately we've got the replenishment, so we don't really have to give a flying shit. Now, Dorian, the only problem is, mate, you've been picking up these nasty traits, haven't you? You've been ticking up Feniant. Couldn't someone else do it? What if I pay them? Which is not ideal. I mean, I guess I could move you around. What gets you that? Is it if you sit in your own? Does it say what you get for that? No, I'm assuming it's like you stay. I mean, I guess if we move you around, maybe. Let's just. If I march you around, that'll stop you from being. I can't march you because, of course, this is Grimhammer. I don't quite know what I'm doing with this guy. I guess I'll bring him down here. Maybe I can harass Ungrim with him, because he can assault units. Rancius. Very thematic name. Right, we're going to hit Prague. Gonna hit him hard, gonna hit him fast. Get the green pox. We could hit them with a nastier one, though, couldn't we? So, that gives us a bonus. Now, if we give ourselves the Black Plague, we get 250% increase in sacking. Although I suspect they've nerfed sacking in Grimhammer for some reason, because I'm fairly sure that Prague should be worth more than 3,400. Maybe it's to try and stop the AI from being so aggressive against settlements, because I guess it sees the money and is like, I could use that. Maybe. I don't know. That's just a pure guess. But I don't see a point in really nerfing sacking income otherwise. But there we go. Okay, if you meander down here, I'm hoping we can hit this next turn. I feel like we probably can. Because we're about halfway. I reckon we can. Might be good to go do something like that. There we go. Right, what are you doing? Hello? Hello, sir? I don't know why you're just sitting here. Are you raiding me? Are you raiding me, little shit? Give that a little punt. So we've got 11 turn. Really? I mean, I feel like we've got a lot of growth here. I mean, it could be better, I guess. Got the green pox for one turn. If we maybe you know what? Because we've got a good chance to spread the green pox with this army. So maybe if we do this, refresh that, that'll then spread. We'll get that lovely growth. Otherwise, it seems like it takes ages to grow your settlements. Just keep JD meandering around. Hopefully he'll, you know, work off his... He's feeling a bit... I need to get him to do the couch to 4K. Is it 4K? 1K? A number of K? I reckon if we just keep like making him walk around, it'll be fine. A little bit of plague there, which is perfect, because that's going to give us extra growth. 271. Lovely. I like that a lot. Maybe we get you to, like, just meander around the settlements. Where's Ungrim buggered off to? Oh, he's gone all the way over there. Oh, because everyone died. Wow. Wow. Why can't I stab you? Is my success chance too low? 8%? Target effects. Jeez. Okay, well, I guess we'll go this way instead then. Oh, can we not reach? Oh, we can reach. Lovely. And you actually just ran away. Like, Prague needed defending, and you just literally just booked it. Got out of there. Like, nope. I choose life. Okay, well, let's give you the Black Plague. Because that way, you've got more sacking income. Which is the plan. I'm going to have to fight this one, but it is Prague, so it kind of, you know, makes sense. I wish the AI was a little bit more determined in defending. Because, I mean, there was an army in Prague, right? What's that army done? It's run away. It's legged it. And it's done that because it knows it can't win the battle against me, and so it's decided to save the army. Now, strategically, that's not a bad idea, but it, you know, you're abandoning a city to its death. And that army's then just probably going to try and march around behind me and attack the undefended settlements, which I've left there, which is why walls are so important. Oh dear, bye boys. Getting flung off the old wall there. That's why the flies are very good at taking out units on the walls. Not because they're particularly good at killing them. They just like throwing them off to their death. So this does come back to sort of like the AI being very, very timid about... Well, it's very aggressive, but it does not want to engage your armies. And that's a bit of a pain in the ass. And this is the same thing where they will abandon, like, capital cities. I've seen Catherine entirely abandon Kislev to its fate. Like, her home, the linchpin of the bastion against chaos, and she's like, well, that looks a little bit dicey. I guess I'll fuck off somewhere else. I hear Norska's nice this time of year. Later, boys! And it always turns what should be a fairly kind of like apocalyptic siege into, I guess I'll just face roll the garrison then. Which is a shame, because I do think Total War sieges are best when they're like big, brutal affairs. You know, a couple of armies each side, a garrison, and an army on the other side, two armies on the... And you just have this big, massive ruck, lots of units, battles taking place across the fortification. I sometimes think Total War is its own worst enemy. In that it should be better, but because of the way the AI is, it's just not that good. That's not true. It is. I love Total War. I do. And it frustrates me when I see stuff that should be really cool just sort of devolve into chasing enemy armies around the map and mopping up minor settlements, but having to do it carefully because obviously you take the damage if you do. You know, I don't want to have to auto-resolve every single little minor settlement battle. It's just garbage. I don't want to have to do that. Rock flies coming down and throwing themselves at the Streltsy. What was that buzz effect? Which is interesting. So it removes encourage. Fair enough. Situational, but there we go. We do have Dugi is surrounded by these armoured Kossars and Kossars. I think there's some Streltsy in there as well. He does of course have his debuff ability, which he can use to hit everyone around. Now, what I've done here is all of the exalted plaguebearers have taken up positions on the wall, because of course they have death heads. So what they can do is they can rain death heads down on the enemy, while the normal plaguebearers who don't have death heads can sort of like move in and just pin them down. This means we can rain down devastation upon the enemy army from above, basically turning their advantage against them. And then once we've run out of ammo, well, we just come down and join the fight. Locust Contagion there doing damage across the board. They've also got the Plague, so they're taking a lot of dot damage. And I do love my dots. Oh, I love a good dot. Love a good dot. Kugath, the Plague Toads, Barons of the Bog, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, and the Beasts of Nurgle, the Cuddle Brigade. Yeah, I can do words. Cuddle Brigade. Trying to force their way up the main street. They can see the Virulent Contagion hitting them. They have 0 melee defense, which obviously makes them very easy to finish off. Deathhead's now raining down from above, even targeting the light war sleds here, who I do... Apparently Grimhammer has changed the bears to horses for some reason, which is a weird choice. I know they're light war sleds, but still. So raining fire down there on those war sleds, doing a lot of damage to them. Barons of the Bog mopping up these Kossars, the Helm of Discord hitting them as well. Basically, we're just all about them debuffs. Massive numbers of debuffs. Very effective. Deathhead raining down on them as well. The Rock Flies having mopped up those several units of Streltsy just sort of like hiding back here, laying fire down. We just took them out with the Rock Flies, the Plague Drones. Now we can come down and hit the light war sleds. Again, light war sleds actually quite nasty. Actually quite nasty to deal with. A few units still meandering around. We've got Streltsy here laying down fire on us. Or trying to anyway. It looks like... I mean, they've still got reasonable leadership at the moment. They are obstructed. This is with the hotfix. Thank God for that. Because they were just literally shooting through their own units. They've just charged into melee combat, which is probably a mistake. Yep, there we go. Army loss has taken effect. You can see these units starting to rout, which is no great surprise when you look at the numbers there. I have just rolled over them. Okay, give me that big sacking income. Come on, 20k. I mean, it's fine. I'll take it. I'm not gonna sneeze at it. Can't make it back to our own territory. We're gonna take a turn of attrition. I guess I'll just boost up. No, there's no point doing that. Maybe go for an ambush. See what happens then. Give that a punt. Yeah. Let's do something with something like that. We'll go hard to hit. Yeah, so it looks like Grimhammer has like nerfed the red line, which, I mean, did that need nerfing? Did it? Personally not convinced. Just seems like a weird decision to me personally. Now, what we could actually do we get? I think we get Andrew Wakefield in here, don't we? It's an obvious one. Oh no! Maybe I can't because he's not. Oh shit! I can't get him. Fuck. Is it because he's not on Grimhammer? Is that the problem? Shit! I'll have to make my own Andrew Wakefield with blackjack and hookers. Well, that's a shit, isn't it? Oh well, we'll fuse those. Oh, a forbidden rod. Exactly what I was looking for. Love to get my hands on a forbidden rod. You know me. You've got a power stone. So we can give you a forbidden rod. Then you can have the power stone. Give you the power stone. Otherwise, I think we're good. I quite like the Helm of Discord, actually. I think overall It feels like a blue magic item rather than a green. Okay, we're not going to worry about anything about that. I guess we upgrade you. JD, I might have to fire you and get someone better here. It looks like they've also nerfed Disciplined again for some reason. God knows why. Like, generally, right, Grimhammer I think is fine. It's just they make some odd choices in areas where I just go, did we need this? Do we? Do you have? Is there any reason for this? What is the reason? What's the logical behind this? Consign it to the sewers. Oh, lots of plague. Okay. Guess we just go and bop this. Did I continued to siege, didn't I? I wanted to auto resolve. There we go. Occupy. Well, you didn't get my pity. Did get a good slap though, didn't you? Anything which gives us growth is good. They do have a little army there. Right, so they do have some settlements over here. We know that they've probably got about 3 settlements left, I think, roughly. If we can find Kiz... Strength. Do it by strength rank. They've got 4 settlements. So there's definitely one there. Do they have Erengrad? Holy shit, they do. Right, well, we've got to put a stop to that. On the other hand, that does mean that Kostaltin doesn't have Erengrad. I mean, it explains why they're still throwing stacks at us. Did you have a little rebellion down here? You should do. Military crackdown. How the fuck is that still standing? How the... I mean, we're going to have a rebellion. I just don't care about it. Okay, we're going to bring you down here. We can see what the road... What the fuck? What the fuck are these guys doing over here? What the... Okay, fine.
I might come to the clan. What could we do for you?
You... How much money do I have? I've got 57k and they won't take a military alliance for 57k. I would. I'd take a military alliance with anyone for 57k. I could always just, you know, tell them to fuck off afterwards. Okay, replenishment-wise, we could be better, which is why we're going to do this. Boop. There we go, replenishment's better. Right, okay, we're gonna kill Hellpit, destroy... We're gonna just rampage. We're just going to rampage. I would like some more money, but at this moment in time, it's all about the rampage. I am one with the rampage. Let's go assault units. Oh, I have no interest in building this up, to be honest. Very little interest. We can pop you there, and then we could potentially put like another plague on you and then spread it. Get some extra growth. Obviously, JD just needs to meander around. Looks like we've got plague spreading all over the place, which is really good. So that's going to give us big growth, and once we get that big growth, we can then upgrade our settlements, start getting those high-end units eventually. Hello. Hello there. Seize Plague, Laport, Draco. What have you all got plague now? 472 growth. Yep, that'll do it. That'll fucking do it. Oh my god, you've got 2 fucking armies. Could potentially... If I sneak down here into these trees, maybe try a little ambush, see if we can lure them in. I was hoping that we'd get them to a point where they literally had... Because, you know, we've taken Erengrad and Kislev. We might be about to lose Kislev because our garrison is shit.
Not possible.
It is fairly possible. What could we do to these nerds? Could do attrition. From all attrition, that's not bad. Chance of spreading. If we whack that on Kislev, then that might hit them and weaken them, potentially. Could be a punt. We just need a couple more from here, don't we? Recruitment cost isn't super useful. Growth in frozen climes, again. Chance of plague spreading, 5% though. You know, plague spreading is only a good thing. Unless you don't want the plague. But if you don't want the plague, then you're a wrong un, not gonna lie. Chance of plague spreading, more Nurgle corruption. So, locks for 3 turns. Oh shit, I was gonna do Kugath's quest battle, wasn't I? I was gonna do Kugath's quest battle. That's what I was gonna do. Soul grinders. I do want at least one soul grinder would be nice. How did we end up with 2 soul grinders? I mean, I guess it could just be because we do have 2 of these buildings. No. Which building is this? It's the Forsaken building. I guess it could have gone round that quickly, but maybe. Oh, we'd got 2 of them. That's why. That's why. And again, I mean, I've got 1 soul grinder. I could maybe go for another one. Like, we've got the Barons of the Bog here. I'm actually going to get... Yeah. I think 2 soul grinders is way more useful. Unless they've nerfed them. Please don't nerf them, Grimhammer. Please. Please, for me. Just leave them alone. Okay, we haven't been spotted, which is good, but no ambush. Okay, we were spotted. Okay, you did get the goods. Silver Pinnacle has got some Nurgle shit in it. You will just run away. I think we're fine here. I think you're going to take so much damage from attrition you're not going to want to take that. And we're just surrounded by agents, which is a real problem. If I attack this, because there's another army there, what will probably happen... There is another army around here somewhere, isn't there? Yeah. What will happen is they'll march over here. Mind you, you did get plagued.
More flesh awaiting.
I'm gonna try. We'll try. We'll see what happens. It's a little bit out there, but we'll give it a shot. Let's get around some visitations, and we want you to be marching up and down. Get rid of that bad trait, JD, or you're fired. You shit. Okay, have we upgraded you? Oh, you're level 4, but that apparently gives us all the building slots anyway, which is fine. I guess we could go... I feel like this is fairly protected. I mean, we could definitely do with some additional garrison. So maybe we go with something like this. Because this seems fine. We do have some... They've sent us some slaves to defend the settlement. Thanks, guys! Not even fucking clan rats. Like, you could have sent us some clan rats, couldn't you? You could have done it. Just a thought. Just a fucking thought, guys. You know, send some fucking... Oh, hello.
No higher power than I.
Okay, well, we're probably going to lose that because the garrisons here are awful. Like, our garrisons are genuinely worse than normal. Yeah, okay, they did attack us. I mean, these guys will be marching, but let's just pull back. I don't know what that other army will do. Is that... That's an agent? So ambush was... Yeah, okay, they're just sitting there. Did they not have to march? Really? Okay, at least you're taking damage. You've both got plague. You've both got less range and accuracy.
Will overrun Kislev.
Do we just go for it?
Fated to master.
Do we just throw caution to the wind? We've got the wrong fucking plague. Vanguard deployment. I was wondering if there's any like bonuses we can get. Not really. We'll pop that on us. That'll give us. If only we had lightning strike, eh?
I'll reduce you to
I reckon we can take them.
make them rot.
I mean, it says Pyrrhic victory. It will kill my entire army, but it does say that I can win this. So thanks for the vote of confidence, I guess. So, 2 of their armies versus 1 of ours. I think we can win this. I'm feeling pretty confident. I mean, it said Pyrrhic victory. I'm hopefully not going to lose half my army, though. Of course, we now have a fairly nasty artillery force. The Soul Grinders and Kugath could all lay down fairly blistering barrages. In some cases, literally. I've retreated back to the top of the hill here, because of course, because they've got reinforcements, they'll come to me. And I'm going to try and lure... So there's a little killing zone here, potentially. If I can get the enemy army to bunch up here, I could potentially like drop some blight boils and stuff on it, which should be pretty effective. And also, of course, artillery barrage. No, don't shoot the Patriarch. There's no point. Not Primarch, Patriarch. Of course, we do have our Death Heads as well. So our lads can launch them. We do have the Wing Lancers charging across open ground towards us now. How many of them will survive? Let's find out. They're not moving very fast. That's probably not going to work out for them very well. Oh dear, this is going to sting. Yeah, that stung. Holy shit. Okay, well, not many of them are actually going to make that charge. They're already almost breaking. Another... Oh yeah, no. That's not looking great. Meanwhile, more of them charging through the trees. Of course, we get the benefit there because they get debuff for being in trees. Works out nicely for us and bad for them. Then we have the plague drones flying overhead because we have a little contingent moving through this river for some reason. I don't know why they're using the riverbed. Maybe trying to use it as cover or something. I don't know. How the plague drones have spotted them. They're going to try and get some shots off, but the plague drones are pretty quick. I mean, with a speed of 90, they can quickly move around the battlefield, just harass these Streltsy. And once they're in melee combat, these Streltsy are basically screwed. They've got no support down here either. Plus, of course, we do have our 2 Plague-ridden joining the fray. Here comes Catherine's force. A couple of units coming around over the mountain there. I thought that might be impassable, but apparently not. See the Soul Grinders blatting the Zargard as they advance. Doing quite a lot of damage here. The Blight Boil killed off quite a number of these Streltsy. And they're all kind of bunching up, which is exactly what we want. They have used Crystal Sanctuary, though. They can't move, but they do get 60% damage reduction, which is, you know, quite a lot. Quite a bit. We've done a little flank here. We've moved our flank around, and then we can move them up to sort of like seal the deal. We do have a couple of units trying to advance on our flank. We're going to send the Forsaken of Nurgle to go and engage them. The Forsaken, alright, a little bit faster than the Exalted Plaguebearers. Not much, but still, some is better than none. And you know, these boys are pretty killy with 80 weapon strength, which is ridiculous. Plus bonus versus infantry. They'll struggle a little bit against the armour, but I think their weapon strength should carry them through. Getting into melee combat with the Streltsy there, that's good. Locking that down. More Exalted Plaguebearers moving in as well. Another little Blight Boil just taking a huge chunk out of that force. The Soul Grinders running low on ammunition and now moving over to the top of the mountain here to help out, try and lock down these Streltsy. Make sure they can't shoot me anymore. And the enemy army not looking so good anymore with... They've lost over 1,000 men. You can see the Festering Stooges continuing to just hack their way through everything they can get their sticky little paws on. The plague drones, having mopped up that flanking force, now moving over to help the Forsaken, especially because we've got Zarina Katerin down here as well. She keeps popping up, doesn't she? We're going to send Doogie and House to launch an attack and hopefully take her out. The plague drones are going to help mop up the survivors down here as well, getting those nice little rear charges, because of course Nurgle is very tanky. You can use the plague bearers to like just tank the front line, and then a load of plague bearers get around the flank, get into the rear, very manoeuvrable, and it's really hard to defend from. The Festering Stooges just murdering everyone with 167 kills. And they're fighting Zargard as well. Like, you'd think the Zargard would be quite tough to take down, but our boys just chewing through them. Good luck. The Soul Grinders continuing just to tank all of that stuff. We are healing them up a little bit. They're just taking a little bit of damage. There's like light war sleds are attacking Kugath for some reason. I'm not entirely sure what the thinking was there. Mate, you're facing the wrong direction, just FYI. You should be the other way with the big... That's the way! Guess cool guys don't look at whatever they're shooting at. We do have the enemy Boyar, Piotr Shapek. He's getting a rancid visitation on his noggin. That's going to chew through his health pretty rapidly. How's Katerin doing? Katerin is still struggling under the dual attacks of Doogie and House. Looks like she's slowly being pulled down. You can see the Helm of Discord being popped on her there, reducing her melee defense. Spirit Leech as well is going to slowly just chonk away at her health. And of course we do have the two Plague Ridden also attacking her at the same time. The rest of the Kislev force has been crushed. Not many of them are getting away. It looks like Katerin is... Is she breaking? She's almost breaking. She has that short-lived bonus. It's only 30 seconds, is it? And there we go. She's now routing. It looks like the rest of the enemy army is routing as well. Something that you can do with the Plaguebearers. Plaguebearers obviously are quite slow, but I mean these guys have actually only got speed of 30 compared to their 32. So you know what? The Streltsy are actually slower than the Plaguebearers. But you can, don't forget your Plaguebearers, your exalted ones, do have those death heads. And if there is a unit running away, sometimes it's better just to, chuck death heads at them. There we go. That'll do it. I think having those soul grinders was the correct decision. I'm gonna take... I think I'll take the replenishment, so then we can follow them up and finish them off. I know, I was wondering if one of the armies was marching. It was not. Now, if we finish them off, just bop them. If that didn't hurt too much. Ow. Yeah, no, it didn't. Definitely should have fought that one, but who can be bothered? Who can be... What plague have you got? Okay, that's the right plague. Okay, and you'll replenish enough next turn, and then we can hit, like, Bullsgrad, maybe. I don't have to hit Bullsgrad, but I might hit it anyway, just to be on the safe side, just to, like, bop it along the way. Okay, see if we can get rid of that trait, otherwise you're getting fired. How much growth do we have? Okay, we got 4. In 7 turns, we will have 5. And then, of course, we can upgrade to the Great Blight Oak. And that's going to unlock the Great Unclean Ones. What could we recruit now? I mean, we got some options here. 14 Plague Bearers. 7 Beasts of Nurgle. It's... I think the lower end units are fine. It's the higher end ones. And you might... like, recruiting them. And you might say, well, that's you know, they should be rarer, but the problem is they're not rarer for anyone else. It's not like Nurgle gets a discount or his units are free or anything. He has to pay the same upkeep as everyone else, and the recruitment cost. The difference is that he is limited on the numbers he can recruit at any one time. That is the problem. I think someone suggested being able to like control the cycles a little bit better with infections, and I think that's a very good idea. That's the kind of thing I'd quite like. Right, no point raiding. We don't loot very often. I guess we'll go for more Nurgle corruption. I mean, the more Nurgle corruption we can create in a region, the better, right? I don't know how much Nurgle current characters is. 1? Really? Really? Is that all? I thought we'd be doing more than 1. It's just the 1 corruption, actually. Never mind. We've already got that. Let's go Woundmaker. Oh, we've got 2 skill points. Let's go double Woundmaker. A good old double Woundmaker. Let's get a Gate of Nurgle. We can get the Greater Gate of Nurgle next turn. Although, I don't know how useful it's going to be. Trying to get your cultists beaten up just so you can... just so you can summon. It takes 90 seconds as well, doesn't it?
I must test my contagion.
So basically, what you want to do is rush your cultist in, have the shit kicked out of him, and then run away at 50% health and hope he doesn't die. You can't heal him after that either, because if he's over here 50% health, then it will stop counting down. So you need to make sure that he gets his ass kicked and then get him somewhere safe so he can hide out for 90 seconds and then run him back in so you can summon the... It's just a very weird way of doing it. Good job. You shanked some guys. Nice work. That's what we wanted. Some good hard shanking going on. How are these armies? Mostly Skaven slaves. You've actually got some plague toads in there, as well as some warp grinder for some reason. You like your warp grinders, don't you? Okay, I'd suggest recruiting some better units, but warp grinders are fine, I guess. Valiant defeat. I don't really care. Enjoy your plague hellhole. Okay, I need to murder Erengrad. I don't really want to leave Prague here because it's not super defended, but I think I'm going to have to. I'm going to ignore the Empire because they're not actually a major issue for me. I'm just going to kill Kislev. Kislev are the major issue. Medium casualties. That's higher than low.
Our enemies are hot specimens.
Yep. Well, yeah, I wasn't gonna fight it.
It will supplement.
Right, hit for Ostrosk, Zoyshnek, then down to Erengrad. At that point, Kislev should be dead, and if we can maybe knock out Kastaltin a little bit, I think he's over here with a shit ton of Slanesh corruption. What the fuck's happening to Ted? Ted?
Oh, my power is unfathomable.
You say unfathomable. You've only got 2 settlements, mate. Your strength rank 29. Your power is very fucking fathomable. Oh, Seducer Slanesh, rank 1. Really? Really? Are you sure? Holy fuck. The Great Orthodoxy is 2? The fuck?
Just come and revel in the bliss of agony and flesh.
Well, I mean, sure. You do like my military accents against the Great Orthodoxy, which is cool. Am I actually going to have a military ally that's not complete dogshit? I mean, I always knew it was a possibility. I just never thought I'd live to see the day. You know, normally, the only people that like you are the ones that are just completely fucking useless. Still, it's nice that we might potentially have a powerful friend, or more likely, someone else that wants to kill me. I mean, it could be worse, I guess. More growth? I do like more growth. More chance of plague spreading as well. 632 growth in this province. 632 growth. That is 632 growth, Jeremy. That's insane. Oh, there's an army in here as well. I'm going to have to do this the hard way. It's not untraversable. Get in there, you lazy gits. Alright, took a little bit of damage, but we do have 2 soul grinders and Kuga. I need to do Kuga's quest as well, don't I? Someone remind me next episode. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.